Okay, so today I'm going to talk about walk-in shops versus appointment shops. So walk-in shops versus appointment only. First, I'm going to do the benefits and the downsides of the walk-in, and I'm going to do the same for appointment only shops. So first of all, walk-in shops is going to give a beginner barber more repetition. Walk-in shops are more beginner friendly than an appointment shop would be. So you got people walking in and they can walk in freely without having to set an appointment. So this is a good way to build clientele. So yeah, first you got repetition. And then like I said, this is a great way to build clientele because you got more new people coming in the door. So every person that comes in the door is your opportunity to get a new client. And the last thing is it builds critical thinking skills. So with a walk-in shop, everything is kind of happening on the fly. You do have flexibility to still set appointments, but it won't be as convenient as an appointment only shop because things aren't gonna happen in an organized way. So you have to try your best to make things work. So that's a benefit, to be able to think critically on your toes, different situations. Maybe somebody wants to skip, or maybe somebody is late, so you had to reschedule everything. So it builds critical thinking skills, which is a pro. The downsides of a walk-in shop would be things get more hectic. So holidays, things shift more. Holidays, weekends, things get more hectic. Things are going to be less organized. Even though you're still building your critical thinking skills, you're going to make mistakes, and some people are not going to be pleased, and some people are going to be pleased, but you can't please everybody. So you just got to accept it, do the best you can. It's going to be more work at a walk-in shop because there's more people coming in. You're probably going to be charging cheaper prices, probably going to be more barbers just because of the volume. But it still is a pro, so it's going to be more work, but you can look at that as a pro. Some people look at that as a negative. In this case, I'm going to classify it as a negative just for the sake of the video. And you have to stay in place, so you can't just up and leave all the time because you never know who's going to walk through the door. Not everybody is going to call your phone before they come in. People like the walk-in shop. It's more convenient for the clients more than it is the barber because of the fact that they can just come in. It's more of a classic vibe, so people like that. Most people like a shop that they can just walk into because their schedule won't allow them to book an appointment a week ahead. Maybe they can, but a lot of people like to just come into the barbershop. So like I said, with a walk-in shop, the benefits are repetition. You can build new clientele, and it builds critical thinking skills. And most importantly, it's beginner friendly. So if you're coming from barber school, it's a great place to get that repetition in and practice, and so you can become professional. And the downsides of a walk-in barbershop is things can get a little hectic. You never know what's going to happen next. It's going to be more work probably because the prices are cheaper, but some people look at that as a good thing. Some people look at it as a negative. And lastly, the other downside is you have to stay in place. You can't just be always in and out. Most people that work in walk-in shops is probably going to be beginners, so you want to build your clientele, so you got to stay in place, bring your lunch, make sure that you got everything prepared for the day because you don't need to be leaving in and out. Probably lunch is the only reason, but even then, if you're beginning, you need to be able to stay in place and be patient. So that was the walk-in side. Now the appointment only shop, I'm going to start with the benefits for that. So an appointment only shop is probably going to be more veteran friendly. You don't have as much foot traffic, but if somebody is a veteran and they've been cutting for years, they probably already have an established clientele, so they don't have to worry about foot traffic. So it's going to be veteran friendly. Another thing is flexibility. An appointment only shop, people are going to be able to book an appointment and come get straight in the chair at the time they want to, as opposed to a walk-in shop. You might set an appointment at a walk-in shop, but you may still not be able to get in the chair exactly when you want to because, like I said, things can get a little hectic. One person comes late, it might mess up the whole schedule. So in a appointment-only shop, it's more convenient for the customer because if they set an appointment, they're more likely to be able to get in the chair when they want to. And another pro of an appointment-only shop will probably be they're probably going to charge higher prices for the customer's convenience. So any customers that shop or go to an appointment-only shop, they expect top-notch service and they expect convenience. So they may not be able to get both of those at a walk-in shop, so they will rather probably pay a little extra to go to an appointment-only shop because they know their barber is probably going to be more experienced, going to be able to deliver on the service. And it kind of sums it up like this, but the last one is more organized. So it's more organized for the barber and it's more organized for the client, and everything works out. So your day is probably going to go more smoother. Everything is probably going to be more predictable. It can become repetitive, but veteran barbers, that's probably what they want, and they're probably going to attract clientele that think the same way. The downsides of an appointment-only shop is, in terms of, let's say I'm a beginner, marketing. So you have to market more at a veteran shop or an appointment-only shop. You have to market more because you're not going to be having the foot traffic like you would at a walk-in shop. So you have to, make your business cards, be present on social media, networking, go to the gym, church, however you want to do it, but you have to market more because you don't have people just coming up to the shop. They're probably going to be booking through an appointment app. They're probably going to have the book 24 hours at least ahead of time. So as a beginner, that won't be the best situation to be in because you want to be able to build that clientele fast. So another downside at an appointment-only shop is you get less repetition if you're a beginner for the same reason. No foot traffic. So if you're not marketing, you're just going to be sitting around doing nothing. So that's the worst thing you can do. You want to be a busy barber. And the last thing is, that was the last thing, no foot traffic. So I'm going to just go ahead and do a summary. A walk-in shop, you got more repetition. It's beginner friendly. You get to build clientele quickly, and you get to work on your critical thinking skills. Think on your toes. Different situations come around. Things get a little hectic. You learn how to go with the flow. Keep your customers happy. Still not being a nice guy, just making sure that you got good customer service, making sure that you can keep everything in line even though things can get a little hectic. And the downsides of a walk-in shop, things get a little hectic. It's going to be more work, probably charging cheaper prices, and you have to stay in place because you never know when somebody's going to walk through that door, so you want to be there. And then an appointment-only shop, the pros, like I said, is more veteran-friendly. So if a barber who's been cutting for a good while, who's confident in his skills, is going to be a good thing for him. It's flexible because everything is on a schedule, so you kind of know when you're going to have a client and when you're not going to have clients, so you probably have more freedom to leave in and out. You're probably charging more because your expertise, so that's a pro, and it's more organized. And then the downsides of the appointment-only shops is you have to market more, do more advertising, put your face out there more because no foot traffic, less repetition. So for a beginner barber, that's what you need. You probably want as much repetition as possible so you can make your mistakes, get your feedback, improve on that. And no foot traffic. So that is walk-in shops versus appointment shops. I hope I helped y'all out, and I'm out.